Hello, with your CIG TV news update, I'm Donna Bush. It's June 1st, and that means the start of what experts are saying is going to be a very busy season. The hurricane season doesn't end until November 30th, so residents in the Cayman Islands are encouraged to prepare before a storm heads our way. Local Weather Office Chief John Tibbetts gives us the latest.
The El Nino is weakening and it's dying out, and it is transitioning to what we call a La Nina. And we're expecting the La Nina by the peak of the hurricane season. For the record, let me just clarify what an El Nino and a La Nina is. An El Nino is basically a warming of the eastern Pacific Ocean, and a La Nina is a cooling trend in the eastern Pacific Ocean. Okay, and generally speaking, if you have an El Nino, you have a lot of storms in the eastern Pacific, but not many in the Atlantic. All right, and the other way around for the La Nina. So we're transitioning to an atmosphere in which it is going to be a bit more favorable for the development of storms in the Atlantic Basin. And no sooner than we speak, we've already had 2 storms in Annex and Bonny before the hurricane season even started. Okay, so going into this season, the conditions are much more favorable for the development of storms. Along with the El Nino La Nina phase, we're also noting that the Atlantic Ocean is a bit warmer than normal, as it were. So what the forecast is looking like is more for an average season, and that average season is for 12 named storms, 5 hurricanes, and 2 major hurricanes. Now, kind of a little bit of a bad news coming in on this, and that is the scientists that are checking the El Nino and La Nina, they're saying that the La Nina is coming in a bit faster. That means it's going to get more favorable for the hurricane development much earlier in the season. So those numbers may be revised up a bit.
Meantime, the experts predict some 17 storms with 9 hurricanes, which could strike anywhere in the Caribbean region. Once again, residents are encouraged to pay attention to various media, especially government alerts regarding the path of storms that could reach our shores. Meantime, the waiting area within the Cayman Islands Hospital critical care and surgical care units has been transformed thanks to the generous donation of various businesses. Spearheaded by local businesswoman Heather Bodden and supported by many local individuals and businesses such as Edie's Decor, Paramount Carpets, Guy Harvey, Tomlinson Furniture, just to name a few. A thank you event takes place this evening. Now, the area went from having no furniture and a cold, sterile environment to one that is now warm and inviting and will surely keep patients and visitors much more comfortable. Well, the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service held a press briefing to launch a special initiative on Wednesday morning. The initiative will help the Cayman Islands and the UK overseas territories curb this dissemination and viewing of child sexual abuse content online. Now, the global initiative of the Internet Watch Foundation, a UK-based incorporated charity, which is partly funded by the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, will bring a free reporting portal to the territories for use on the websites of local law enforcement and government agencies, nonprofits, international organizations, private companies, media organizations, and internet service providers.
Well, if it's internet-based, social media, Facebook, as long as it's internet-based, then it includes that as well. One of the things we considered that we get an issue with here, as I'm sure other jurisdictions do now, is like sexting, using cell phones and that. It's not for that, it's not for like WhatsApp mediums and things, but sometimes these images can reach the internet. Somebody can post them to YouTube or Facebook and that, so in those cases, yeah, it could be used for that as well. As soon as it's identified that something's happening in Cayman, then we would get a referral from the Internet Watch Foundation.
The objective of the portal is to report images, as Mr. Cranswick just said, containing child sexual abuse content to the UK-based experts who work with law enforcement globally to eliminate such content from the internet. Well, if you missed our news update today, you can get all the details on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Don't forget to tune into Radio Cayman's talk shows. That's For the Record, week mornings, and Talk Today, week afternoons. For now, I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a wonderful and, of course, a safe night. Hoping you'll join me back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.